Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter re-critique. This is going to be something a little bit different. I've had quite a lot of people say, hey, you should go and revisit some of these campaigns, especially the bigger campaigns, at the end of the campaign to see what you think about what it looked like at the beginning versus the end. And I am now about to check out the $4.3 million raising Marvel United Universe. Multiverse. Marvel United is breaking through the multiverse. So I don't particularly remember that one because I do a lot of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skim through my old Kickstarter critique. We're going to go through the page and see what's different. First thing I notice is
on games that is more
main image. Main image is the same. It launched #1. It's going out #2. That's still really good. Stone Saga's already raised $800,000, so it's crushing it right now. So let's get into this though.
Multiverse is a breaking through.
Let's go, Michael. Yeah, everything looks the same on the front, so we can just go ahead. We can skip right up in there.
This is player count the time.
Got it, yeah. All right, so video is most likely going to be the exact same as well. So back then, we had $786,000 in 9,435 backers. We pretty much doubled that number of backers, but we have an astounding $3.3 million more. Wow! That is so much more money than there was 20 days ago. Wow, good for them. Okay, so let's get back into this. Back into pass.
The video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's giggity.
Yeah, this is going to be the same video. There's no way they changed it. 246. Yeah, same thing. Okay.
Or on the new customer. Why?
Alright.
But mention.
So let's get to the story. That's what I'm interested in here. All right.
CMON is both the studio and publisher.
We all know about CMON.
Like to support someone until they ship out the thing.
And by the way, this is an experimental segment here. So if you have any feedback, ideas, suggestions, let me know in the content below. So much more content too. Yeah, I feel like that's what people are wanting me to check out here. So I guess that's going to be the main thing because I doubt they've changed anything about the page just because they're CMON.
That's good to know. I had the wrong one queued up. I was waiting in tomorrow's. Oh,
so we still have the $65 Multiverse, and it includes the Marvel United Multiverse core box, the Wrecking Crew, and all stretch goals.
Me, I'm really bad at that.
I think what's going to be really interesting here is seeing the number of backers in each pledge level then versus now. Everyone knows to wait mostly for the all-in reveal in the last 2 days on all CMON project. Yep. Yeah. But I cover it early, though, because it's a buzz. It's a buzz. It's like, oh, it's a big, it's a big launch.
So $65 Multiverse pledge. So you get the game with minis. How many minis is it? Marvel United Multiverse core box, the Wrecking Crew, and all stretch goals. Wrecking Crew, a quartet of villains that act together as a team. So the Wrecking Crew is that the Kickstarter exclusive?
Yeah, it looks the same.
Thunderball.
Looks the exact same. Okay, so now we are getting our first difference here. The side-by-side view is interesting, like a before and after scroll. Yeah, I wish I could make this bigger.
Just symbols, but still. There's more to you than just me.
So now instead of the $100 Herald pledge, we have all the stretch goals included. So we have all the heroes. Everything. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. But I assume these are different sizes, maybe? I don't know. 31. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. 34, 37, 40, 43, 46, 49, 52, 55, 54, 54, 54, 54. I feel like an auctioneer right now. 54 minis, along with classic equipment retail, classic equipment promos. Hate this. Wish you told me how many those were. I mean, not that it's going to change my mind, like that's going to be the big deal breaker, but it'd be nice to know.
So that's the game. How many minis is in this? I'd like to know that. So I feel like this is a really lazy component area here. Hey, here's the game set up.
Yeah, it still pretty much is, except they just wow you with, what was it, some stupid amount of minis.
Here's some stuff you get. Moving on to the pledge level that you're actually going to buy. Like, we're not even going to pretend.
Is this the most popular one? 2,435. That's a huge chunk.
Because this is.
And yeah, for that, like, oh my gosh, that for $65? Like, that's. That right there is why it's so hard for anyone else smaller than these big companies to make minis games on Kickstarter, because that's what you're up against. That's absurd. That's a $65 thing. Woo! That's ridiculous. Oh, that's right there, right? Yeah. Oh my golly. Okay. Anyhow.
This is dipping your toes if you're a new person, and the reason why I say that in that.
So now we got the $100 Hero Pledge, which I'm assuming is going to be after all the minis and everything. Yes. So this one's looks like it's the exact same.
Okay. Okay, so it's not 3 separate boxes. This is in that box. Is that what's going on? No, I think it's a separate box.
So then we keep going down. Ooh, no. So we don't. They put the stretch goals higher. Ah, I'm always a big proponent of that. So is the $4 million CMOD project. Yeah, wine and dine me with those. Like right there, 33. Like, it's just so many stretch goals. You're like, yeah, of course I'm going to put 65. That's dumb. That's a good deal.
So this one comes with Wrecking Crew. Is that the big thing? No, this is the Wrecking Crew. Looking at the components, so we got the core box. Cool. So there's only 2 pledge levels. Okay, nice.
So then there's the Omniverse pledge. So they add the big all-in. So that's the one that's missing.
I thought there was already a game. The treat for.
So where's the stretch goals here? I want to see how many stretch goals they had unlocked.
Okay, so all the stretch goals.
Here we go.
Because, yep, that's how it is.
3, 6, 9.
More plastic, 3, 6, 9.
Oh, cool.
12, 15, 16 stretch goals with the cards. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, it was already a great... Like, it already felt like a good value at the 65. Then, I think. Minus not showing me, like, all the other components and the cards and whatnot. But then, just now, it's they kind of, like... It's so much.
Yeah, we got cards, too. Multiverse United. So now we're looking at the components. So we got the core box. Now we're getting all the other components.
And I imagine this is going to be right after this 365 Omniverse pledge, which comes with the core box, the cover, the thing, the stuff. Oh my gosh, all the stuff. How many boxes is this? I assume we can all count in our head there. We're up to 9 boxes. Now, most of them are on the thinner side, but you got the one that's the thicker. That's just so much stuff. The promo team decks, the team decks, and how much is this? $360. Whew. I like how they have the prices all listed here. I think it's very clean and clear. I mean, so I'm getting 9 boxes for $360. That breaks down to 90, some money. Okay. Where is it? 30, 36. Oh, so yeah, it's right on the nose. $40 a box? 30 bucks a box? What's the 40 bucks? Can you add to your... What is that? My math is off today. What can you add to your pledge optional buys? So, ooh, this is very clean and clear. I do love this.
Components, this is the stuff I want to see. How many cards we got? 4, 10...
So have we still... have we talked about the components in the game? We still have not talked about the components in the game. So that's probably going to be after that. So they put all this stuff in. All this is new stuff.
32, 100 and something. Cool.
Yeah, because we're just straight to the gameplay videos. So all this stuff has been added. Oh my gosh, that's mind-blowing. That's mind-blowing. This is more stuff than a lot of Kickstarter, just game companies, period, make in a year. Like, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 products right there. 7, wow. Now, I wonder, are these all, because I've never played this game, are these all interconnect? I know you could play all of them together, but can I play Civil War by itself? Because that's, oh my golly, good for them. This is just nuts. $4 million. The Multiverse playmat, of course you're going with that.
What is this? Is it a gameplay? Fantastic price. $100. No, you don't just say.
Ah, so they do. They have a more robust stretch goal area down below. I wonder if they still have that, because that's going to be lengthy. This is a great add-on area, though. Classic optional buys, classic promo bundle, United promos, mutant promos. 9 boxes with Galactus and Core. Man reviewing random YouTubers reviewing and reviewing it. Random YouTubers. Hey, people requested this. They're like, you should go check these out. And I see why. It's fascinating just how much stuff they've added in these 20 days. And I imagine that's how they stay at the top of the popularity charts, because if you're backing this, you kind of... Like, in 20 days, they put so much stuff in there. It's ridiculous. CMOD has figured out how to make DLC in a board game. Bingo! Brandon nails it perfectly. Yeah, like, that's exactly what this is. Buy it at the front. Wow. Marvel United Multiverse. So now we're into the components. Now we're into the actual components, which was... And then, so... This is the stretch goals. Just so much. Like, this is the majority of the page here. It's so awesome. Like, look at this. I will say, I love how they're doing this. 18 cards, 31 cards. I think they were doing that before, though.
I think you say $100.
Let's see. Corsair. Yeah, so they were saying it before. And I think that should just be industry standard, please. Like, if you're giving me cards in a stretch goal or an unlock, tell me how many cards. And if you don't know exactly, say it'll be 10 to 8 to 12 cards. This is just, it's so much. It's so much stuff I want. It just keeps going on. This is the Civil War expansion. Do they each have their own video? Wow. Little tight snippet. Cam-made code card decks and team decks look really cool. I didn't even notice there was... Honestly, there were so many expansions, I kind of glossed over it all. That does sound awesome. Campaign mode, yes, please. World War Hulk, this is great. Oh my gosh, maximum carnage with the Demo Goblet. Oh, we're going deep cuts here. Secret Invasion, this is... it's just so much plastic. I just want it all. I don't even know where I'm going to put it, that playmat. 77 meters, come on. Come on, Simon. You're from Georgia, right? Tell me the inches. 27-inch long playmat. Multiverse, cardboard and locations. It's more than 50 cards for sure. It's so much. Pet companions, of course. Alligator, Loki, Red Wing. Like, this is just everything. This is everything. They just drop it. It's amazing. It's beautiful. And it works for them. So more power to them. Because a lot of people try and do stuff like this, and it does not work. They just don't have enough momentum, enough steam to make it from point A to point B. You know? Whether it's like people are like, yeah, the value's just not there yet. I felt like the value was decent then, and now the value is just, it's undeniable. And then I see the shipping, I say, wow, there it is. There it is. So it goes from $65 to $96. It's a trap. Yeah, it's the shipping's. And then the Omniverse at around $400. This is the equivalent of... I just want to put this into a different perspective. Imagine if Dominion did this when it first came out. It was like, hey, here's Dominion, but then throughout the Kickstarter campaign, we're going to release 8 expansions to Dominion, and then at the end, you'll just buy all of it. Like, it's just... The amount of game here is unfathomable. Everything they do is a trap. LOL, I pay the ridiculous amount for Marvel's obvious split shipping, and I regret it. Yeah, like, this is just so much space. It takes them so much, like, but it's like, if you love this game. And here's the other thing. This was one thing I remember mentioning in the original that I don't think they still have improved at all, which I think is a big misstep, was the, let's see, how highly this is rated. Yeah, this is like a top 400 game, top 53 family game of all time. You know, and so when I see all that expansion content, like, that gets me super excited. 73 to 106 being estimates to me. I will never back anything CMON again, honestly. It's high, but that's because they're shipping you so many boxes. Like, it's 9 boxes, plus you got the stupid, like the giant Galactus, like, it's... So yeah. I think that's about it. Like, nothing else seems pretty new here, because we're to the end. I do want to check out how they did their updates. So, 2,435, 5,519, and then the big one. The big one, how many people took the big one? 7,034. Once again, Bauer's Law. If you give them the big pledge level with all the fancy bells and fancy whistles, 9 times out of 10, that will be the most popular pledge level. And CMON, ooh, look at that. Look at that. Boop, 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 boop. All right, 96 updates. With the game being 30 minutes, we play multiple times a week, and the kids love it. That right there, that's what I want to hear. Because right now, my family's like that with Space Base. My kids, like, they get home from school, will normally knock out a game of that. They're just so into it at the moment. So I get that. Multiverse in a box and a clever girl, Heroes Unite. Lizard is finally here. Just the amount of work put into these updates. 96. Whew. Like, that's just too many for me, but they're still getting engagement. 112 comments, 124 comments, 83, 56, 102. More power to them. X-Men United is rated higher than Marvel United last I saw. This version ultimately impressed both versions by adding items in a better solo mode. I haven't played either. Now I feel like I definitely need to. I know one of my friends has got to have it. So there you go. Kickstarter re-critique. I don't feel like I give it a grade, do I? At this point, it's just... It's inevitable. Like, at that... that's where it is. The 65 to the 96. It's still big, but 66 minis, a top 400 rated game? I don't know. I don't know how to end this, honestly. I've heard people say that you should check this out, and now I see exactly why. Just the fact that it went from what it was to something with 9 expansions in 20 days. Like, I feel like that can't be the industry norm. Like, we can't move towards this model, right? Right? Like, that just can't be... Because here's the thing. As a game maker, you kind of got to feel like you should aspire to this, because as a game maker, your job is like to sell games, right? And so if you could say, hey, I have this game, and if we run the Kickstarter the right way, I can also mass produce, or, thousands of print runs in the thousands, 3 other games, 4 other games, 2 other games. Lots more comments in the Discord and Facebook group as well. Thriving community, lots of homebrew, including TMNT. Well, they caught lightning in a bottle and they raised $4.3 million. So kudos to Simon. A lot of people nog on him, but at the end of the day, $4.3 million, it speaks. But let me know what you thought about this segment. Let me know how I could tweak it, critique it in the comments below. And also, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below, as I'm trying to reach 17,000 subscribers in 2023 to make my biggest year ever. Have a great day. Bye-bye.